Thursday night. Welcome to Stack That Gold's live stream. Waiting for some people to show up. What's going on, transient? How are the Philippines going, sir? Do I have the Filipino accent down, sir? Did you get to eat Jollibee yet, sir? Oh man, sorry to hear that, transient. I really hope you don't have the Nipah virus. Good night, mate. From down under, Simple Smith. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Damn, man. You better get screened before you come back in the U.S., man. You want to be patient number 0, bringing that thing in here. I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling like a villain tonight. Did my mail call from my mate Akadaka Stacker in Perth, Western Australia. I don't know if you caught it. Sent me some what do you guys call it? Lollies? Candies. Hope it's only COVID. Damn, man. Check out this turtle. I wanted this and he sent it to me. So nice of him. To be fair, I did send him 9 ounces of silver last time, so he did give me quite a few silver and gold. He gave me some Thai gold. Sorry, was talking with the wife. It's all good. There you go. Australia. How's everyone doing tonight? Just looking through the box of goodies that Aka sent me. Yeah. If you look at my last mail call, he sent me a bunch of stuff from Australia. I'm just looking through it right now. I'm trying to find the currency he sent me. Aka keeps saying I shouldn't give away any of my silver in a thermos, and yet he's constantly giving away silver. Well, to be fair, we did a trade. He didn't really give me any. I gave him 9 ounces of silver, and he sent me 7 ounces, and he sent me some gold as well. So I think it was more than fair. He didn't really give me anything. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to find the Filipino currency. I don't know what I did with it. It must be somewhere here. I got so much crap in my room here. I don't know where the hell it is. So did anyone take advantage of the dip? Is anyone buying? Did anyone buy? I did. I bought some gold and silver today. I was really happy I did, but later in the day it actually dropped quite a bit more, so I could have saved a little money, but it's all good because it's only gonna go up in the long run. Just increased my stack this year. I got 5 ounces of gold. 5 ounces of gold today? Damn, mate. What do you do for a living? Nice. You traded in, you did a GSR swap or something? What's going on, Avocado, man? Good to see you, brother. Here we go. Yeah, my goal is to do about an ounce a month. As long as I hit at least 10, I'm good. Spent already 65K AUD. Nice, man. Congrats. You're very fortunate you're able to do that. You're a stonemason. Nice, nice. I just ordered it online. I didn't get it yet, so probably in a few weeks. What's going on, Joseph? OC, I got something for you, man. Got something for you. I ran out of Canadian. They don't sell Canadian anymore. So I got some Vermont maple syrup for you here. All right, I'm gonna send you this bottle. You take the syrup out, fill it up with moonshine. All right. Perthman has a huge backlog of 3 to 4 weeks. I hate to tell you, Simple Smith, but probably about 80% of what the Perth Mint produces goes to the US and Germany. And only you guys only get less than 20% of what they make. So it's already all the Perth Mint items come to New York City in the US. And I actually did order something today from the Perth Mint that I don't know if it's so easy for you to get there. So I'll probably do a mail call when I get it in another couple weeks. I appreciate that. Hopefully she's not lurking in the background. She didn't see that. What's going on, Hogs? Good to see you. Welcome in. What's going on, Joe? Made an AppMex order 3 weeks ago and still hasn't shipped. Yeah, I know they're swamped. I'm getting kind of worried because I see on all these bullion dealers online. So the thing that I noticed today is the inventory is quite low. I literally saw four gold kangaroos last night on Bullion Exchange's website. I checked it an hour later. They were all gone. I was gonna get a 1 ounce kangaroo, but they ran out of them. It had like the lowest premium. It was like maybe a 2% or one. It was very low premium, 2% premium or less. So I'm like, yeah, it's pretty low premium. The price is down. Let me grab some. Let me grab one tomorrow. I'll go in the morning, and I literally checked it like an hour later, and it was sold. All four were sold out. I'm telling you guys, it's getting harder and harder to find at least gold. I looked at some silver. It seems silver is more plentiful. For some reason, I can't find gold on a lot of bullion dealers' websites. So it's getting harder to get. There's definitely a shortage. I need you as an exorcist in my house, STG. Uh, you gotta go call a priest or someone, dude. I'm not equipped to perform an exorcism. Sorry about that, Joseph. I didn't know that they did put some announcements up that it's backlogged and don't worry about silver shortage because they have enough. At least that's what they say. Yeah. Show my favorite gold. My favorite gold is not here. I don't have it. This is one of my favorite. I'll show you one of my favorites. One of my top five. It's right here. The Centenario. I love this. Beautiful. I don't know what's up with my lighting tonight. There we go. Look at that. 50 pesos, baby. Love it. Thanks. Yeah, I got that about 3 weeks ago. Glad I did. Glad I got it when I got it. Because now you can't hardly get anything. You have 2 pesos. You got dos pesos. Nice. I love the dos pesos. Is that the one I won in your giveaway? Yeah, you wish, avocado. You wish. I remember how hard it was during the pandemic to find gold. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I think it's gonna be worse than that. There's so many more people now getting into PMs, even more so, I think, than when the pandemic hit. Because during the pandemic, there wasn't really too much mainstream media talking about silver and gold, but now that's all you see on the news. Everywhere you look, oh, silver crashed, gold is up, this and that, that's all you see now. And people see silver's been up a lot, and a lot of people started getting in. Now silver is down, I don't know. But it just seems like there's hardly any gold on these online bullion dealers' websites for some reason. What's going on, Brian? Anyone have a gold giveaway going on? You want some? I'll give away some gold if you really want it. I'm trying to look for it. Oh man, can't find it. My room is so disorganized. I got some little gold flakes I could give away. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do a giveaway tonight. What's going on, Bob? Hey, Jerry, what's going on, man? I need dos pesos as well. Man, I can't believe it. Tonight I saw like a dos pesos is almost like $300. I remember getting those things for less than $100. I just can't believe how much gold has gone up since I started stacking. The longer you wait, the more pricey it's gonna get, man. Over both those numbers. But keep in mind, been stacking since 1970. Damn, man. I was just a twinkle in my dad's eyes, as he used to say. Oh man. Um, they're not really that hard to find in the U.S. at least. They're pretty common. They make thousands of restrikes of the 1945 dos pesos every year. Most of them, probably 99% of them, are restrikes that they have out there now. So yeah, I bought one because I was at a coin store in Lafayette, Louisiana, and had some extra money. Nice, man. You gotta try to rebuild that gold stack transient. America and South America coins are really hard to find in Australia. Oh, you're in Australia too? Oh yeah, I see that little kookaburra coin. Where in Australia are you, Hogs? Because we got another Aussie in here too, from the Gold Coast. Yeah, I have a 20 dose. Wait, you mean a 20 pesos Byron Bay. I don't know where that is. I gotta look that up. You have to. Is it what major city is it near? Is it on the west coast, east coast? Byron Bay. I'm looking it up. I'm really curious to know because so I don't know where that is. Uh, okay, so you're near Brisbane, kind of, sort of. You're near the Gold Coast, so you're not too far from my man Simple Smith. Yeah, I see. I heard you guys have a heat wave going on over there. You guys had a heat wave the same time we had a snowstorm here. I have a 20th ounce gold kangaroo. Nice. I love the cane. I tried to get one yesterday. They had four of them in stock and they sold out an hour later. I was going to get one today. But I actually, well, now that you mentioned South American gold, I actually did get a South American gold coin today. And I'm not going to say what, though. I thought about getting the 10 pesos. They had some on Bullion Exchange's website. So I bet if I check there later, it's going to be sold out because I mentioned it. But I don't really care. So yeah, probably going to be 1959. That's the restrike year for those. They had some other ones from 19, I want to say 1917, 1918. You could pay a little extra for. Those are the non-restrike ones. It's been cloudy here in Manila. Thrilla in Manila. Oh, 21 dos pesos adds up to 1 ounce of gold. Okay. That's good to, yeah, that's about right because it's a little bit, it's like 0.0487, something like that. Yeah, that seems right. So Hogs, what are you into? I know it's very tough to get bullion there in Australia right now. It's also starting to get a little hard in the US to get bullion, but 80% of the Perth Mint bullion either goes to the US or Germany, so I've heard, and you guys get less than 20% of what the Perth Mint makes, which I don't see how that's fair. Um, but it is what it is. Silver and gold, nice. Smaller sizes sell out fast. Um, okay, I guess over there it does, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't, since the end of last year, I haven't really been getting too much smaller sizes because the premiums on them are higher. They're much higher. So, because the spot price has gone up so much, I've avoided smaller size gold because you're paying a lot higher premiums on it. And for me, that's my strategy to get gold cheaper. Other people, unfortunately, because the not only the spot price has increased, but the premiums on gold have increased as well. And the smaller the size, the higher the premium in general. So they get hit with a double whammy. People who want to stack smaller fractional gold right now, it's really not a good thing to do. But I understand people can't afford larger size, larger denomination coins. So unfortunately, they're getting hit pretty hard right now. Just cast bars for me. Yeah, I know in Australia it's mostly 3 or 4 nines fine stuff because I know you guys have to pay a not VAT. You guys call it GST, right? GST if it's less than 3 nines fine, which is not terrible, but I'd say a lot of the gold here in the US is 90% or 90 to 93% gold is the majority. Yeah, we have pure gold coins, but we have the Buffalo, but the American Gold Eagle is around 92.7% gold. So that would probably be taxed in Australia because it's not at least three nines fine. Let's see what messages we got here hidden. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't know why it blocks it. I was done back in 2011, 2012 buying 24 karat grains off of eBay. Yeah, a lot of people, have done that. A lot of people buy because they can't afford much else, and I can understand they want to have a little bit. I don't have Discord, no. I heard of Discord, but in the US it's not popular. I think it's more popular in Europe and probably in Australia. It's not something most people have. I'm guessing it's something like we call it X or what is it? The other one. I don't even know. I don't use social media, so I don't really I just use YouTube pretty much. That's it. You're lucky you travel to places where they don't have tax on PMs. I think that's because in Asia, most of Asia, it has a cultural significance, so they're not going to tax gold. Man, I used to have AOL, AIM Messenger. Yeah, same here. Back in the day. What's going on, crypto? Yeah, gold and silver went down a little too. That's why I took advantage of it. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get out while you can. Crypto, it's gonna go to zero. I'm telling you. Still got diamond hands, though. Not gonna lie. Do you see any 200-hour Aussie gold pieces in USA? They are 10 grams of 22 carat. Um, Not sure. 200-hour Aussie gold pieces. I'm not sure about that. I see Perth Mint bars. I got a vintage Engelhard Australia, one of those little, what do you call them? Those little square, you know what I'm talking about? Gold nuggets. I got one of those things from the 80s, vintage one, Engelhard Australia, which was only around for about 20 years, I think. Will never trust the digital currency, fiat currency, not that far from it. I agree, Simple Smith, definitely. I'm still metals man, not into crypto, but it's all good, man. If you are, if if you're into it, that's up to you, man. I got out of crypto in 2017. No sales tax on PMs in Michigan, but we do have state capital gains tax. Yeah, there are in the US, basically there are 13 states that have tax on precious metals. 13 out of 50. It used to be 12, but Washington State now imposed a tax on precious metals, unfortunately. But in most states, where I am in New York State, if you spend $1,000 or more than $1,000, there's no tax on PMs. So that's why when I buy online, I try to spend over a grand or even in person, especially when I buy from bullion exchanges, which is a major bullion dealer here in the US. And they just happen to have a physical presence here in the Diamond District. Mm, yeah, they you do get taxed when you sell it. It depends. If, like I said, if it's in New York State, if it's under $1,000, you do have to pay a fee. If you go to like these, you know, large bullion dealers, they don't even want to do business with you if it's under $1,000, basically. In New York State, at least. If you go to some like little dealer, he doesn't really care that much. He won't really care about the tax implications. Um, but in states that don't have tax, no, you don't pay a tax when you buy or sell bullion. The thing in the US is they don't necessarily give you, I know in Australia, because it's so hard to get a different variety of precious metals, most times when you go to the dealer and you want to sell something, they'll give you at least spot price. Most honest dealers there, from what I've heard. But in the US, usually they give you a percentage back of spot because it really depends on how the market is. But in general, you rarely will get paid spot for gold or silver unless it's extremely rare, like a vintage bar or something. Maybe you might get closer to spot, or something like a Libertad, something that's in demand. Here in Australia, no capital gains on gold nuggets. You find nice. Yes, if you find it while fossicking. Nice. You guys are so lucky. You could just like take a metal detector, go fossicking, and look for gold there. It's so cool. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I heard some honest dealers in Australia, they do tend to pay closer to spot because the demand is so great there. But if you go to some less reputable dealers, then maybe they won't. I never pay sales tax for PM in the Bay Area. Well, California definitely has. They actually raised it to $2,000 or less. You got to pay tax on precious metals in California. It used to be 1,500. Nice. That was awesome. I'd love to do that. Hey, what's going on, American Stacker? Sorry I missed you. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I love the 50 pesos. One of my top five favorite coins for sure. I bought a gold coin from a coin store in LA that didn't charge me tax. Yeah, like I said, if you go to some like the smaller dealers, like same here in New York, like they don't really care about the tax. They kind of they kind of factor it into the premium. Like, okay, let's say you go to a place like a legit place, maybe they're gonna charge you $2 over spot, and then you pay the tax. So you go to like a little coin shop, and let's say for that same coin, they're gonna charge you $4 over spot. So that's kind of how they make up the difference for the tax. They don't formally charge you for the tax; they just charge you maybe a higher premium. So it is what it is. You'll be lucky to find a good one. More chances to win Oz Lotto. If Florida made gold and silver currency, who actually accepts it and distributes it back? Banks. Um, I know they made it legal tender, but I don't know who actually accepts it as legal tender. You'd have to do a little more research about that. But yeah, some of the larger bullion dealers, when I buy from online, they won't charge tax. Some of them will. It really depends you know, how they interpret tax laws. I don't know. But in the US, pre 1933 gold is actually treated as an investment. So when you buy it, it's good to save a receipt because when you go to sell it, you have to declare it on your taxes. whether you have a capital gains or not. So it's basically treated as an investment here in the US, and you got to pay taxes on it. So I know when I go to bullion exchanges and I bought pre-33 gold, they actually charged me tax on that, even though it was over $1,000. I only buy from Perth Mint because most of the other online or physical sellers have higher premiums, a couple hundreds more. Wow. I know that guy, he does a show, he did a show tonight. He does a live Bullion Now, based out of Melbourne. Yeah, he's been having a lot of issues getting in stuff, and I heard people are getting fed up with that guy. His site is always down. He doesn't have that much inventory left on his website. But I heard his prices are half decent. But yeah, I heard it's not easy. There's also, I know there's a few dealers. I know Swan Bullion is in Western Australia. That's who my friend Akadaka Stacker goes to, because he lives right near the Perth Mint, and he says Swan Bullion is cheaper than the Perth Mint. Obviously they buy in bulk, and whatever, the Perth Mint charges more money because they can. It's a tourist destination, so they probably just charge more, and on their website in general. So yeah, he tells me the Perth Mint is more money than Swan Bullion. So I don't know if you check out their website, but then the difference, like compared to like the shipping, it might pretty much even out for you. So I don't know. You got to do your research. Yeah. You guys wanna see something? Got my Bullion Now pen. There's their number. I think that's a phone. Is that a phone number? Maybe. you, you could check them out. But I think their site is. I don't know if it's up. It was down when I checked it about 2 hours ago. It might. I don't know if it's up now, but yeah, you could check it out. Bullion Now. Yeah, shipping, insurance. I know you guys pay a lot for shipping over there. Here, shipping is like dirt cheap. Most bullion dealers actually have free shipping if you spend more than usually a couple $100 only. It's not too bad. Most bullion dealers online. Yeah, it's down a lot. Yeah. You're required to report any PM sales as an individual on your taxes. No, you're only required to report pre 1933 gold because it's treated as an investment. So if you hold it for less than a year, then the short-term capital gains tax will apply. If you do it more than a year, then it's long-term capital gains tax. So that's why when you buy pre-33 gold, you should really keep your receipt to see how much money you either made or lost. And you legally have to declare it on your taxes when you sell it. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, the shipping is terrible here. It's been terrible since the pandemic. Our national mail carrier, USPS, they're the worst. All PMs are treated as collectibles for tax purposes. I'll definitely check that out, Bob. I thought if it was modern bullion, like an American gold eagle, that there wasn't any tax on it. Because why would it be a collectible if it's new, right? If it's like brand new. That's what I thought, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. 50 pesos today at my local LCS. 6,000. Damn, that's a steal, man. You should grab it. Grab it. What year is it? Is it 1947? Joseph got a point. Um, exactly. Damn, man, that sucks, Bob. I didn't know that. Sorry about that. I didn't know about that. Here in Australia, you can turn your gold stack into gold sand and say you panned it out the river and capital gains free. uh, yeah, I'm not giving any tax information. What I say is my opinion, and my opinion only. I'm not a financial advisor. We make that disclaimer. Peter J, good day, mate. We got a couple Aussies in here. We got a couple Aussies near the Gold Coast, and now we got one near Melbourne. Specimen of gold on quartz worth more than the weight in gold on the specimen. Yeah, here in the U.S., gold nuggets, above ground gold is extremely rare. So, um, gold nuggets command a high premium if you find one, like a natural gold nugget, like in a river or something. They're very extremely rare now because there's probably still some isolated places in the U.S. where we haven't discovered some gold. Probably very few places, but probably some maybe in Alaska or something. But yeah, it's extremely rare to find gold nuggets here in the U.S. now. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. So what's everyone buying lately? I was able to take advantage of the dip today. Fortunately, if I had waited a little longer, I probably could have gotten another ounce of silver for free with what I spent. People pan gold dust out the sands on Lake Superior beaches out here. Also, you're up in that area. Oh yeah, you said you're in Michigan. That's why. Yeah, cool. That's so cool. There's a bloke on YouTube which found a 21 kilogram gold specimen recently here in Australia. Nice. Call it Hello Stranger Junior. Welcome Stranger Junior. No, I'm just joking. Vermilion Enterprises. Yeah, I know he's down in Florida. I know Vermilion. I know Vermilion. That's great. That's awesome. Buying where I bought online, Peter. I was very fortunate enough to get a gold coin today that had an extremely low premium. So I grabbed it. I told you what I got, Peter. I told you what I got. I don't want to tell people. Yeah, I know his youth. I know Vermilion Enterprise. I've seen his videos. Standing pat on purchases until things settle and my cash piles up. I get it. Yeah, I had to take advantage of the dip because I just got paid, and I'm like, I just want to get something before it goes back up again. So taking taking advantage of it when I can. What's going on, Stuart? No, I bought it online, Stuart. I'm not gonna get it for. They're saying there's a delay too, so I'm probably take like a month till I get it even. So I don't want to tell you. I actually got some coins back from NGC today, guys. Someone said to do a live unboxing on the channel here. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll show you guys what I got back. So I actually did submit some coins to NGC a couple months ago, and they finally came back, and half of them straight graded. The other half did not straight grade. So let me show you guys what I sent in, and yeah, let me do that now. So here we go, guys. Here's the first coin up. Got this 1901 Morgan. So unfortunately, the obverse somewhere has been cleaned. As you can see, I dipped all of these, so you could kind of see where I could kind of see it now that it's been cleaned, but it's all good. Really sucks, but I don't really have much into these to begin with. I think I paid about $35 a piece for these, and I paid $25 to get them graded. So I still got less money into it than the spot price of them, so I'll take it. Hey, what's going on, Rakamas? Good to see you. I guess T-Bird ended his stream, so I'm just showing what I got back from NGC today. So next one, we got a 1921S. I was hoping this was straight grade. And again, the obverse has been cleaned. This would have been worth a little bit of money if it had straight graded. So all these I got pretty much at the same time from the same dealer, so it is what it is. And then this one I took my chance as well. They're saying there's scratches on it, which I do clearly see there's a scratch there. 1928S. The 1928 is a key year. The 28S is a little more reasonably priced. So I got this back. See what you guys are saying here. Still waiting for a tube of 5-ounce silver stacker rounds from SD Bullion. Yeah, you know, I actually bought from SD Bullion today. I need to see which detector he used, because some can go for 15K plus. Nice. Nice. I know you guys in Australia take that stuff really seriously. That's awesome, man. I hope you guys, if you do that stuff, man, good luck. No one seems too interested in these. I'll save the other 3 that straight graded. Unfortunately, I'm signing off. Going to walk the dogs. Have a nice evening, STG. All right, take care, Simple Smith. It was good that you came in tonight. I appreciate it. What's going on, Methydicus? Good to see you. You're interested? You might be the only one interested. I made some money, so I think I'll just save it for the video, because I don't know. I'm gonna do a video anyway, so people will see the rest of them. You're also interested. Oh man. So how do you guys like the prices? Did anyone take advantage of the dip today? I did. I bought some gold, guys. Got some gold, stacking that gold, baby. I got 1 ounce of silver, and I got more than something between a ½ ounce and 1 ounce of gold. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't miss the sirens in the city. Oh, you heard those? Yeah, man. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it was really bad during the pandemic, because Oof. Every night and day, that's all I heard. I'm probably within 5 miles of like three hospitals, so you can only imagine. Swiss francs, nope, nope, nope. I said it was South American gold. That's all I'm gonna say. It's high here, almost 7,000. Let's see. I'm gonna convert to AUD. Yeah, 6,980 AUD. Silver is 104.64 AUD. Yeah, it's pretty. Silver's pretty low. Actually, well, I mean, it's better. It's better than what it was a couple of weeks ago. It was over 5,400 USD gold. So I got to take advantage when there's a dip. Is South Africa in South America? Are you getting the two confused, OC? How much of that alcohol have you been sipping tonight, man? So South America, not South Africa. I didn't realize how much I tuned them out until I moved. Yeah, I know when I do my videos sometimes I know transient is listens in his truck and he's like what what ambulance is behind me? He's probably always looking in his rear view mirror. He's like, what I don't see any ambulance behind me. I don't see any police car. Yeah. You get one of them headpieces. What's a headpiece? I mean, it has a head on it. That's not a dude. I said it's between half an ounce and 1 ounce. Those pesos is like less than a 20th of an ounce. Come on, man. What's with you tonight, man? You sleeping? I'm not even drinking tonight. I got your maple syrup, OC. I got this for OC. He wants some maple syrup, but he wants Canadian. He wants Canadian maple syrup. He doesn't want from Vermont. It's his home brew. Yeah. Don't get high off your own supply. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Mexico ain't south enough. That's Central America. I actually got South America, not Central. I thought about getting some 10 pesos, some DS pesos coins, but I knew there were gonna be restrikes, so I passed. I passed on those. But they weren't too bad, the prices on those. I'm telling you guys, these bullion dealers, their stock of stuff is being depleted, especially for gold. It's getting really hard to get some decent gold on these websites. So yeah, I took advantage and I was kind of pissed because later in the day it probably went down enough for me to get another ounce of silver. So it is what it is. You can never predict the prices, but in the long run, I know it's going to go up, so I'm not disappointed. Gold and silver eagles are the only thing liquid right now at LCSs around here. Yeah, I was lucky to get a quarter ounce AGE a couple weeks ago. I paid only 3.5% premium over spot, and I traded in some silver at $103 an ounce. So I was very fortunate. I only traded in like 3 ounces though. I didn't buy anything in Chinatown, unfortunately, Raka. Had I guess you could say somewhat of a falling out with my LCS. I didn't like the way he treated me. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to him, unfortunately. So we'll see. Gold is getting snapped up, even local, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I live near bullion exchanges, so I check their website and I see their gold is depleted on their website. I was just saying last night I saw there were four Australian kangaroos on their website and the premium was only 2% over spot. So I was gonna buy one today. I checked back an hour later, they were all gone. I couldn't believe it. They sold out. Yeah, I don't know. I've had some bad dealings with some of these LCSs here, unfortunately. Um, so my guy from the flea market, he got a little spot in the Diamond District now, so he's my only, he's my go-to guy now. So I'm probably gonna just stick with him for most of my local purchases and some other people in the Diamond District. I have one big dealer who only buys and sells in 10 coin increments, two small shops that are likely to fail soon. I remember I was in the Diamond District one time, and I was with Georgie, Sentu Georgie, and it's a dealer that I go to. And gold was a lot lower back then, but he had a whole tube of $20 double eagles, and he only would sell it as a tube. He had like, I want to say at least like 20 of them or 40 of them. I think there was at least 20 of them in there. Probably more than that. I think it was a tube of like 40 of them or something. So yeah, there's some pretty heavy hitters there. Picked up five more 1 ounce BU 2004 Gold Eagles. Nice OC. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm getting tired of AGEs. No offense, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to diversify it. I really actually want to get three or four nines fine gold. I prefer, but I look online and there's not really too much out there right now. So I'm just gonna play the waiting game and see if there's another drop. Then maybe I'll sell some stuff. I'll trade some gold for other gold and see. Trade some 90% for three nines, four nines fine. That's awesome. That's awesome, OC. I'm glad you got some, especially with the dip right now. Uh, I'm getting a little tired. I don't get attached. It's just hard money to me, but I'm old. Yeah, I hear you. For me, I'm gonna be stacking for a while, so I want to enjoy what I have while I have it. So I buy stuff that I like, but I probably should buy stuff that I don't like. I also do. I've been doing that for gold. Last year I traded a lot of gold. I used to have a ton of sovereigns and I traded it in for stuff that I really wanted, like this thing here. I really wanted this thing because I thought it was a beautiful design. So I was like, I want to get this thing. So I got it and definitely traded some stuff in for this. So not sorry I did. But yeah, you definitely should have some stuff that you're not attached to. Buy stuff that you don't like. And that's kind of like I sold a lot of silver. I sold 350 ounces at least last year of silver. And I kind of am sorry. I regret buying more silver when it was much cheaper. That stuff that I don't really care for. I mostly stack vintage silver. So most of my more modern stuff I sold last year. I had a tube of kangaroos. I had a tube of ASCs, Britannias. I had a couple tubes. I had maples. I had tubes of pretty much all the main coins you could think of. And I just got rid of them because I have no attachment to them. I don't really care for much. I mean, they're beautiful designs. Don't get me wrong, right? But it's not something that I like other stuff better more than I like that stuff. I'm only stacking things I like for now. Yeah, I mean, you should, man. Especially if your budget, like, you don't have much, to spend to begin with. You want to save up for something that you really want, right? You don't want to save up for something that you don't want, right? It doesn't make sense unless you're planning on flipping it. But to each their own. But I mostly buy stuff that I like. when I get stuff this year, I've been buying stuff like at near as close to spot as I can. So this year I'm getting more stuff that I don't necessarily like as much because I'm hoping the price will go up and I could translate that into trading it in for stuff that I do want for gold. Save up. Don't put much cash into that 90% hobo change crap. I don't know what that is. Oh, talking about gold. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, but I guess. Oh, you mean silver, 90% silver. Yeah, no, the only thing I stack for 90% are barber quarters, halves, dimes, because they're getting harder to find. Survival estimates are extremely low for a lot of them, to be honest. That's why I like it. I think they might have more of a numismatic value. And this is all I have, pretty much. I have, when I did coin roll hunting, I have some 40% and 90% silver Kennedys and Franklins. But I don't have too many of those that I found in coin roll hunting. But yeah, I'm not gonna I don't buy junk silver. I know now's probably a good time to, well, it really isn't because the spot price is high. Even though it's selling below spot, it's still a lot of money. I literally sold Mercury dimes to someone in this community around a year ago for 21 times face. And now, what are they selling for? Like around 60 times face? So I don't know if it's a good time to even be buying junk silver. I'd rather just invest it in 1 ounce. And I saw a video on Silver Dragons. You go into Harry's coin shop, and he's almost out of the 1 ounce stuff, but he has tons of the 90% and 40% stuff. No one is really buying that stuff. So you're better off just buying the 3/9's fine, 1 ounce. Like he said, it's simple math. People want it. People don't necessarily want junk silver anymore. I have 9 Ike dollars, Franklin half. Yeah, I basically sold. I had some Franklins. I have Franklins. I had Franklins. Um, yeah, I sold my Ike dollars and made some money. I don't even have a silver Ike anymore. I had probably like 20. I probably got like 30 of them last year. Got a half tube of skinny barbers and not sure why. Well, that's good, Stuart. I mean, they're getting hard to find, man. I definitely would keep that. Sometimes when I see some like rarer, older American coins, I tend to buy them. What's going on, OC? Like the Seated Liberty, because I got this. There was a guy in Chinatown near my LCS. He's a watch dealer, but he also buys and sells coins mostly, and not really too much bullion, but like coins. So whenever I see him have like an old coin like this come in, it's like very rare. Even if it's like banged up or whatever, like I try to buy it because you don't really see these too often anymore. They're getting harder and harder to find, and I think they're going to go up tremendously like in the future because there's so little survivals of these things now, and now because you know all this junk silver, is probably getting melted down. You're going to see even less of this. So every year, more and more of this gets melted down. So I think they're going to have more. The value is going to increase a lot in the future for stuff like that. What's going on, OC? OC, I can't watch any of your videos. They want me to verify my age, and when I try to verify it, it's not working for me. So, unfortunately, I can't view any of your videos, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw earlier when I said that in T-Bird's room. But yeah, I got these from a guy on a forum. I basically traded them dollar for dollar. They're not silver though. He looks for the silver ones, so he's like I just get a ton of these all the time. You could have them for what I paid. And I told him, I said, these go for like, well, back then they're like, oh, I'm like, I think like they go for like $1.25. He's like, you want me to give you? He's like, I don't really care. I just want to get rid of these things. I get so many of them from the banks. So now people paying like $4 or $5 for one of those things. So which is crazy. Yeah, the refiners basically just want to pump out Comex bars, and they just want that 3 nines fine silver. They don't want junk silver. Someone said they ran out of the chemicals to refine that, which I think that's bullshit. But at the same time, um, I think it just costs a little extra money, and they're basically, you know, people are paying for delivery of their contracts of silver. They're paying a premium for that now. They weren't even delivering, physical silver up until a couple years ago. People, it was like unheard of. I saw a guy who actually did this, like tried to have delivery of his physical silver a few years ago. The contract was about to expire, and they wouldn't give him the silver. They just gave him a check. But now, they have to. So many people try it now, and they have to do it, but there's like a backlog, and you got to pay a fee now for that. So they basically just want 3 nines fine bars, and now they have contracts for 100-ounce bars, which is more manipulation, but we're not going to get into that. Yeah. But yeah, though, I mean, a lot of the refiners don't want the junk silver. That's, it just for whatever reason. I don't know what the real, like you said, they're just so oversaturated right now. They can't handle it. If they get 99.9% silver, why would they want to spend extra time to refine 90% or below? Doesn't pay for them. Time is money. So it is what it is. Yeah, I'm mostly sticking to gold. I did buy 1 ounce of silver today. Kind of sorry I did. I bought it close to 90 an ounce, which I'm not happy about because the price dropped $10. The same coin I could have gotten for $10 cheaper later in the day, but it is what it is. So I don't care. But yeah, it's just 1 ounce. Yeah, gold is up now. Silver is up a little bit. So see what happens. See how it plays out tomorrow. It's probably going to go up, but you never know. I'm still here, been on my knees. I don't know why you keep saying that, Joseph, man. You gotta get some help, man. You gotta get some help. I'm not the one who can help you. Silver is sort of the psycho girlfriend of metals. Oh man, aren't they all? um, I don't know. It's just too volatile right now. Silver. I'm staying away for the most part. I mean, I'll pick up a piece or two here or there. I got some vintage silver that I actually traded with someone. Um, actually traded a Carson City Morgan for some vintage silver, believe it or not. And they wanted it. So I was like, all right, I'll take the vintage. You could have the CC Morgan, no problem. So that worked out pretty good. I think I got the better deal. But the guy never had a CC Morgan in his life, and he was all gung ho about having a CC Morgan. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm for the most part, I'm staying away from silver. I think, like I said, it's too volatile right now. I'm waiting until the dust clears. I'm waiting until there's some resistance. Right now, it's just like back and forth. It's like different countries and different factors at play right now for silver. Gold's going up and down too, but I think the swings are, well, they're pretty large daily, a couple $100. 5% swing compared to gold, silver. It's somewhat less dramatic for gold. Best deals are the ones when both parties walk away happy. Exactly. You know better than anyone else that, OC. I'm extremely happy that I got some vintage silver for a CC Morgan that I did not even want. So I'm yeah, I walked away happy. I'm definitely happy I got some vintage. It's almost 3 a.m. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna end this in probably in another 5 minutes or so. Just want to come on here, see how everyone's doing, what everyone's picking up lately. Shots out your channel, OC. Because he shouted out. Yeah, OC doesn't make any content. The other OC from Cali. GSR went to shit right now. It was getting sweet. All right, take care, Joseph. Good luck with your poltergeist or your demonic spirit or whatever it is. Take care, Bob. You gotta watch the movie The Exorcist. Go watch that movie, Joseph. It'll tell you what you need to do. All right. What the hell is this? Oh, this is just a piece of plastic. Yeah, so made a little money on these Morgan and Peace Towers I sent in. So I'm gonna probably do a video on the weekend, show you guys what I got. You'll be speaking on Stacking Surfers Live tomorrow night at 5 p.m. All right, I'll try to swing by, say hi. I think he's a smart guy and he knows what he's talking about. I saw him on Tim's on Yankee Stacking's channel, and the thing is, some of what he says though about his predictions for gold and silver, I don't necessarily agree with. But he's definitely very well informed and he's definitely a smart guy. He knows what he's talking about as far as what is going on currently. But some of his predictions I don't necessarily agree with. especially where especially the price that he thinks silver is going to be at. Ask him tomorrow where he thinks silver is going to be at by the end of the year. It might surprise you, OC. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You gotta do your own research. Like I said, I think he's a really smart guy and he knows what he's talking about as far as, what's going on with silver currently. But when it comes to being Nostradamus and predicting where silver's gonna be at in the future, I think no one really knows that, you know. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. He could be right. I could be wrong. Everyone, it's anyone's best guess. But he's a good guy. I like watching his channel. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Surfer won't surprise OC. They're both like totally like Cali dudes, so they're like both chill, like totally gnarly dudes. Both like from the OC, so they're like totally chill. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I just want to thank everyone for stopping in tonight. You guys are all amazing. I appreciate everyone's support in here tonight. I'm not doing a giveaway, so I'll do another one eventually, guys. I'm giving away. I made a donation tonight on T-Bird's channel. I donated 5 memberships, and recently just gave away at Morgan and some other stuff. So put the brakes on giveaways for a little bit. So hopefully I'll get monetized soon, and then I'll be able to do a lot more giveaways. So help get me monetized, guys. Watch my playlist, get me those view hours, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, have a good night. Take care. And like I always say, stack that gold.